What is going on, melon farmers? D-Mac here, finally, with another episode of the Halifax Buccaneers franchise mode. It has been a long time since we have done an episode of this franchise mode. I don't remember who we even have on this team. I just loaded this up now, so I want to take a peek at our lines and see what we got. We have Patrick McDonald, who has 43 freaking points. He is in his second season in the National Hockey League. He is above a point per game. My goodness. We got Matt Seamans on the second line center position. He really does not fit anywhere. We got Smith, Brendan Lemieux, Albe Kubel, Dzingel Kapanen, Jake Virtanen. Oh my goodness. I love it. Torrey Krug and Seth Jones, Gus and Schmidt, Snuggerud, and Blippi himself, Stephen Johns. That is right. And we got him. I forgot about that. We got Ryan goddamn Chisholm, who has kind of struggled since he got here. Before the trade deadline last season. He's not doing too bad this year. His save percentage could be better. His goals against average could be a little better. But I'm pretty happy with the way it's going with him. We got Anis Korpisalo as our very, very strong backup goaltender. You know what, guys? Let's get to the goddamn trade deadline. That is all we need to worry about right now. We have a contending team now. So let's take on... Okay, what? No. Oh yeah, I got Rock Mantha. I forgot about that. Rock Mantha is going to be the freaking future starting goaltender of this team. I actually completely forgot about that. So, in this one, what we're going to do is we are going to quick sim the first two periods, and we're gonna you know what? One period at a time. First period, it is 1-1, and Eric Gustafsson gets one against Jonathan Quick, but Grundstrom gets one on Chisholm. So second period, 3-3, Patrick McDonald gets one, and so does Blippi himself, Stephen Johns. And in the third, 5-3, Patty Mick and Matty Seed both put goals in to get us a big win. So it's Gustafsson by Patty Mick and Teravainen, Stephen Johns by Jake Virtanen, Patty Mick by Teravainen and Jenny Kuznetsov, Patty Mick again by Kasperi Kapanen and Teuvo Teravainen, and Matt Seamans by Torrey Krug and Seth Jones. So this team, I have so much faith in this team, man. I have just a never-ending plethora of freaking faith in this team. We've gained locker room chem, so our locker room chemistry should very well be at 80% now. I think we have a team of guys that do really get along well. This is a really, really tightly packed division that we're in here in the Metro. We're 6-4-0 in our last 10, and let's just get into her again. We got the Montreal Canadiens next, and Patrick McDonald actually leads our team. All right, so first period against the Montreal Canadiens, Albe Kubel gets one past Carey Price. Second period, it's 2-0, and it's Patrick McDonald again. And in the third, 4-0, Patty Mick with a hat trick. Oh my God. And who was it? I'm assuming Ryan Chisholm was in net. He sure was with the 21 save shutout. I think that's his 5th shutout of the season and a big 4-0 win. Patrick McDonald showed he is on pace for well over 90 goddamn points this year. So we're going to say advanced day, and what we're going to do is go to edit lines. We're going to make sure Korpisalo's in the net, and I think we're going to play him 2 games in a row because we got those back-to-backs. Ryan Chisholm, there you go. See, the save percentage coming up a little bit. Korpisalo is a good goaltender. For a backup goalie, Korpisalo is about as good as you're going to get, right? So we have a pretty respectable record here, 26-14-3. I can live with that all day if we can just keep winning damn games. But I'm not really going to hold it against the guys if they can't win the second half of back-to-back. So first period, it is 1-1 again, and Patrick goddamn McDonald on the power play. Second period, 5-3 for Dallas. Kuzi and Seed get goals. And in the third, it's a 6-3 victory for the Dallas Stars. I forgot to look at who got the assists and stuff. So it was Patty Mick with his 32nd of the season by Kapanen, Kuznetsov by Seth Jones and Teuvo Teravainen, and Matt Seamans with his 19th by Nate Schmidt and Kasperi Kapanen. Kapanen, that's a name I have been seeing a fair amount in the last little while, so we are going to simulate a head up against the New Jersey Devils, but we are going to make sure that Eunice Korpisalo is still in the net. We want Corpy playing this one as well. He's below 900, but I do want to get him some games. I don't want to overplay Chisholm. We got back-to-backs, right? So we're going to play Korpisalo up against the New Jersey Devils. Then we're going to switch back to Chisholm for the foreseeable future until we have more back-to-backs coming. So first period, 2-0 for Halifax. Matt Siemens gets his 20th of the season on the power play, and Albe Kubel puts another one by Holtby. Second period, still 2-0. We're out shooting them 32-15, and in the third, it's 3-0. Jake Virtanen with an empty net goal right at the end. So it's Albe Kubel by J.G. Pajot, Matt Siemens by Teravainen and Torrey Krug, and Jake Virtanen by Seth Jones and Nick Albe Kubel. And there you freaking go. 27, 15, and 3. Patty Mick with 50 points on the season. Let's go to view draft class. We want to see who we got for freaking rookies. I had this guy, Ivan Alexeyev, as a left wing. Puck protection, skating, offensive creativity. But he has weak character that we're finding out now. But then it says would mesh well in any locker room. So medium elite, he's NHL ready, or we could get someone like Guy Demers. Guy Demers is a shutdown defender. It's a shutdown ability, great puck mover, no weakness. Like Marc-Edouard Vlasic. You know what, honestly, I like them both, man. But this guy, shutdown. So this guy's probably a two-way defender, if I had to guess. Where do they think our draft pick is going to be? They don't think it's going to be. I don't think we have a first-round pick, do we? I got to go view the draft board. I actually don't think we have a first-round pick this year. No, a second, a fourth, a fifth, sixth, and seventh. Oh, well, whatever. You know what? I'm going to stop. I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to stop trying to trade up at the draft all the time. We do want to keep it relatively realistic starting at this point, I guess, because I had said that right off the bat. I was like, I want to keep this as realistic as possible. I don't want this getting kind of ridiculous, and then it's like I just kept trading up and trading up and trading up, and it's like that's not very realistic to get the number 2 pick every year. So here we are against the Detroit Red Wings, and the first period, we are up 2-1. It's Matty Seed and Patty Mick again. Holy crap. So we're still up 2-1. And just like that, we're down 3-2 after 2. And in the third, it's a 5-2 loss against the Detroit Red Wings. Patty Mick by Kuzi and Matt Siemens by Albe Kubel and Kasperi Kapanen. Man, that was a tough one to lose, dude. Especially after getting a shutout victory against the New Jersey Devils. But Patrick McDonald, again, looking very solid. But I like the fact that this shows that our chemistry can at least hit 80, if not get better. You know, so here we go. Up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're going to see how we're going to do against them. We are now at late January on this, what are we in, the 4th season? Yeah, I think this is the 4th year. It was 1912. Oh, and Albe Kubel scored. Hey, we're not even a minute into the game. He scored on the first damn shot. It's Scott Darling in net. I forgot about that. 2-1 after 1. Matt Siemens gets one over halfway through the period, or less than halfway through the period. Second period, it's 4-1. Kapanen and Siemens again. And in the third, it is a 5-2 victory. Jamel Smith puts her home. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Albe Kubel with his 12th. By Seth Jones and Torrey Krug. Matt Siemens gets his 22nd by Dzingel and Schmidt, and his 23rd by Dzingel. Kapanen with his 9th by Kuzi and Dzingel. Wow. And then Jamel Smith with his 5th by Nate Schmidt and Matt freaking Luff. I am, when it comes to Matt Luff, I am happy that I kept him around. I think I wasn't really overly sure if I was going to keep him around or not. We are 8-2-0 now in our last 10 games. Here approaching the All-Star break, which should bring us into February. Yeah, that'll bring us into February. And then February, I mean, obviously is a short month. After this game's done, I'd very quickly love to check my AHL team, see how they're doing, see who's even there. Like I said, it has been a couple of months since I've done an episode of the Halifax Buccaneers goddamn franchise mode. So I don't even remember what our AHL team looks like, you know? All right, so first period, 2-1 for Buffalo, but J.G. Pajot gets one. Second period, 3-1 for Buffalo. And in the third, It's a 5-1 loss. Man, Ryan Chisholm is really, he's really having some troubles down there, man. He's really having some troubles in that net. And the thing is, we don't want him to lose that individual performance morale, because once a goalie loses that, it's very hard for them to get it back, you know. But the nice thing is Rock Mantha is going to be the guy, you know, essentially. So we are doing really well in the minors, 28, 16, and 4. So we're 48 games into the season. I'm hoping to get about 62 games into the season. So simulate about 14 more games. We've already simulated 7. So we'll just do what we did times 2. First period, 2-1 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's Tavares and Austin Matthews. Second period, still 2-1. Toronto is dramatically outplaying us. And in the third, 5-3 loss. So now we are in the midst of a bit of a little tiny bit of a losing streak going on right now. But Teravainen is looking very good, though. All right, what do we got? What do we got, man? You know what we might actually end up having to do here? You know what we might actually end up doing? What I'm thinking is we're going to go to edit lines. I think I'm going to take Chisholm off for a couple of games because he's playing pretty poorly right now. He's in the middle of a funk, so we don't want to hurt him too bad. So I think we're going to move him down. We're going to pull up Joonas Korpisalo, and we're going to give him, I'm going to say, the next 2 starts. We're going to give Korpisalo a couple of starts, and hopefully that can kind of turn him around, and he can really start playing like that elite goaltender we know he is. So first period, 1-1, Obe-Kubel gets it past Demko. Second period, 2-1 Vancouver. And in the third, it's 3-3. We're taking him to overtime. Awesome, guys. Thank you for at least getting a damn point. And in the overtime, Vancouver takes it. But we still made it to overtime. We still got a point, which is better than we've done in a couple of games, right? So, Obe-Kubel had an absolutely terrific game. He had a multi-goal game. Pajot had a multi-point night. Gustafsson got on the board. Desperately, things that we're really, really needing to do here. So, now, just like that, we went from, Thomas Hickey. He's an older guy that I don't really think we need in our locker room at the moment. No, I don't want to make any trades, man. Let's just get to the next game. We got to go back to edit lines, make sure Joonas Korpisalo is still kicking around on our team here. Nope. So I know he didn't really have the greatest game in the world right there, but it's like, you know what? Screw it, man. We got to keep him in for one more. Ryan Chisholm, I don't want to overplay him, man. I don't want to overplay him. I don't want to underplay him, but I mean, if he's in the middle of a funk, sometimes maybe give him a couple days off, give him a couple days to relax. Maybe that'll kind of jog his memory, put him back into fight mode there. So first period, 1-0 Nashville. Second period, 3-0 fucking Nashville. Third period, 3-0 Nashville. Jesus, man, what is going on with this team? It's like constantly there's something, you know? You always get like a couple good fucking games out of this team. You'll get a streak where you'll get 10 goddamn wins followed by 15 losses. It's fucking redonkulous. And it's like, oh man, does it ever drive you nuts, dude? Korpisalo for a backup doesn't have amazing numbers, but he doesn't have terrible numbers either, right? So now we got Ryan Chisholm in the net. We've made our decision. We're sticking with him, regardless of how he plays in the next couple of games. The more games you play him, the better he'll maybe the better he'll get. Who knows? First period, 3-1. We're fucking down. Korpisalo, why is he in the net? I just put Chisholm in the net. Why is Corpy in suddenly? Fucking hell. Second period, third period, 4-4. There you go. Kuzi, Siemens, and Obe-Kubel. We're back in the fucking overtime again. And in overtime, nothing. In the shootout, we actually won a goddamn game. There you go. I'm not even checking the fucking stats. I don't care. Oh my God. That drives me insane, man. It drives me so nuts, dude. How I go to edit lines and I say, Chisholm, start this game. And I put him there and then just say, do the game. And then it just like, nah. And it just switches him out. It's like, why? I put Chisholm in for this game and then like go to simulate the game and it's just like he just takes him out. Fucking hell, man. All right, whatever. Regardless, simulate. up against the Chicago Blackhawks. So the first win we got was actually Korpisalo playing both nights of a back-to-back. So up against the Chicago Blackhawks, first period, 2-1. That's a gooder start. Yeah, it's a better start. Second period, it is 3-2 Halifax. And in the third period, 4-4. In overtime, that gets nothing done. And in the shootout, we lose to Chicago. Fuck. We're having so much trouble getting fucking points right now, dude. But we are 9 points at a top spot in our division. Oh my goodness. So there's Kadri and Cole, and now we're 3-5-2. So you know what we really need to do? Go to player morale and see if there is anybody who is like, and Patty Mick is a leader. See if there's anyone who hates anyone, because that shit jumps at you from nowhere. Out of nowhere, someone who had no opinion on someone will suddenly hate them. And as soon as they hate them, that person will ruin your team for the rest of the damn year. So they're all still seemingly happy, right? Ryan Chisholm maybe a little less than others. Garnet Hathaway, they're still happy. We're getting a little closer to the neutral side of things. Stephen John's not very happy with how he's playing. Bogosian is he's right on the verge. Zach Bogosian. And we do have Snuggerud, who is neutral. And it is ice time and recent individual performance. It's every goddamn night. So Snuggerud, who is he's playing 12 minutes a goddamn night. Wow. Okay, so that, you know what? That's on me. So that, I'm going to say, honestly, Luke Snuggerud is why our team could very well be failing right now. So Luke Snuggerud, who is down here. Oh my God. Oh my God. But I don't want to put Gus down there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Snuggerud into some special teams. We got Johns and Schmidt. So what is Snuggerud? Snuggerud is a two-way defender. So what if I was to move Steven Johns and put... no, that doesn't work. Sure, we'll go with that. And then Schmidt, Gustafson, Jones, and Johns, who plays just under 15 minutes a night. 4-man power play. Extras. There we go. We can put them on extras, right? 4-on-4. Schmidt, Crew, 4-on-4 continued. Yeah, we got Snuggerud there. 3-on-3. What if I was to remove Gustafson and put fucking Snuggerud in there? So that should give him a tiny little bit more, ice time. It might not be a ton of ice time, but it's a little more, right? So now we're up to 53 games into the season. Hopefully giving him a little extra ice time will help us start winning games again. Hopefully we can get that 30th win of the year right now against the Islanders. First period, 0-0. We got outshot 19-8. Holy crap. Second period, 1-1. It's Patty Mick. And in the third, it is a 2-1 victory for your Halifax Buccaneers. 30th win of the season. And it's Patty Mick by Kuzi and Teravainen, and then Kuzi by Pajot and Seth freaking Jones. So Snuggerud really hates management, and that's like half the reason why he's so pissed. Now, we are far and away, man. We are far and away a playoff caliber team. Even our record screams that right now, 30-19-5 is a damn good record. And that like screams that we should be in the playoffs. But as I said, we have such a tightly packed division, right? We got the Penguins, us, the Islanders, the Flyers, the Capitals, all within 10 points of each other, and that's over half of our division within 10 points of each other, right? So it's like while we are only in the second wild card spot, we are 5 points out of second in our division. You know, that's 2.5 wins out of second place in our division. So here we go. We're going to simulate this game up against the Philadelphia Flyers. And then, we're going to do just a couple more. And then we're going to take a peek. Patty Mick scores in the first 23 seconds of the game on Carter Hart. Holy crap. All right, so we're going to skip ahead through the first period. First period, 4-2 for the Buccaneers, and Brendan Lemieux actually puts one in the net. Second period, still 4-2, and in the third, 5-2 victory. Teuvo Teravainen, one of the best pickups we've had in recent memory. So, Patrick McDonald with his 37th of the season, assisted by Torrey Krug. Then we got Brendan Lemieux by Jamel Smith and Krug, Matt Siemens by Teuvo Teravainen by Jamel Smith and Torrey Krug, and in the third, Teravainen by Patrick McDonald and Torrey Krug. Patty Mick coming up big in the points department, and Kuznetsov is injured with a sprained ankle, and he is out for 1 week. So that sucks. Matt Siemens, not really. Oh, baby, there we go. Oh, baby, there we go. All right, Jamel Smith, can you handle the third? I believe you can. All right, so now we just need somebody. We got Garnet Hathaway. Good on that fourth line. Bad face-offs. So if I was to throw him down here, who's the best face-off guy? 60, 60, and 67. So it's going to have to be Brendan Lemieux, unless we had someone up here that was good. 65, 65, yeah. Jamel Smith, 76. So Brendan Lemieux is up, you know. Losing Kuznetsov is definitely not a good thing for us. What do we got? Was it Matt Siemens who was up here? I think it was. Garnet Hathaway, though, is going to have to go because he's a grinder. You don't need a grinder on there, right? So, who do we not have on here? We got Jake Virtanen, Albe Kubel. Man, who do we not have on that power play? Brendan Lemieux. What if I was to throw... You know what? As much as it's probably a bit of a no-no, I'm going to take Patrick McDonald, who absolutely... Come on, guys. He's taken over the damn team. And I'm going to put him on both goddamn power play units. All right. Sorry, Kuznetsov. It really sucks. I think he might only miss 1 or 2 games. But it's still a bit of a blow. I'm not giving up a future first-round pick for anything here. No. I know. We're getting close to the goddamn trade deadline. So, yeah, Kuznetsov is going to miss this game, and I will have to keep an eye on him because he might recover before the Anaheim game. I know that does happen sometimes. Not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it does happen sometimes. So, anyway, we are going to simulate on ahead through this Colorado game. We're 31-19-5. We're moving up in the world, but now we lost our number 1 center. In the first period, we're up 1-0, and it's JG Pageau who scores on Capo Kakkonen, actually. Second period, it is 4-1. Torrey Krug with 2 goals, and Matt Luff puts one in. And in the third, it's 6-2. Luke Snuggerud, that should help our freaking chances. Sagana-fucking-ly. So what do we got? J.G. Pageau with his 9th by Teravainen and Krug, Luff by Gustafsson and Schmidt, Torrey Krug by Matt Siemens and Ryan Chisholm, Torrey Krug with his 8th by Patty Mick and Teuvo Teravainen, and then we've got Dzingel by Krug and Snuggerud by Teravainen and Patty Mick. So I think in just that one game alone, Patrick McDonald may have jumped ahead of Kuznetsov, and yes, he freaking did. So Patrick McDonald leads our team in points. You know what we're going to do? We are going to get ahead to 60 games into the season. Then we're going to take a really quick peek at the stats. We're going to look at the league leaders. We're going to look at all of our created people. Yeah, I know it says that you're available, but I ain't pushing you to come back too quick, man. You're my number 1 center, and it's the middle of goddamn February. So what we're going to do is go to the injury report. We are now a champion team. What the hell? Yeah, we are a champion team now. I think it's because Patrick McDonald freaking jumped up to 87 overall. It was just that little tiny bit to push us over the edge to becoming a champion caliber team. So after this game, we can get Kuznetsov back. Then we're going to do this little jumbled mess of games. All right, and then we're going to take a look at all our stats and everything. You know what, we might get to 62 instead, just because then there's 20 games left in the season. And then we can get started on the playoffs very, very soon. First period, 3-0 Anaheim. That sucks. Second period, 4-1, and Matt Siemens gets one back, but they also get one on us. And in the third, it's a 6-1 loss. That's a bad loss, man. Oof. All right, so now, what the fuck is going on here? All right, so now we're going to put Kuznetsov back on the ice, right? So we'll take Pajot. We're going to toss him back down there. Jamel Smith, we're going to toss him back there. What? Brendan Lemieux gives us a +5 on this top line. What a fucking joke. I hate how this game works sometimes. And then we're going to throw Gino Kuznetsov back. And we just very quickly got to take a peek. What's going on here? Matt Siemens. We'll toss Matt Siemens down here on that second power play unit. What else do we got? Is it Albe Kubel who's in the wrong place here? He's a sniper. We already got a sniper. So what we need instead is JG Pajot, you know? We're going to take JG Pajot and put him down there. So we got, JG Pajot is already there. So we're going to take Kuzi and put him here, unless Siemens up here actually kind of works better. And it doesn't matter because Patty Mick's on both. 4-man power play. We got Kuzi and Siemens. Pajot and Albe Kubel with Teravainen and Jones. What if we moved Kuzi here? Really doesn't work that way, eh? So who is the better face-off guy? He's got 73. Matty Seed, 82. That's a lot better. I like that a whole lot more. So we're just going to go with that one, right? Anyway, so now we can simulate ahead and take on the Calgary Flames with our freaking number one center fully intact, back in business, kicking ass and taking names. We got on a little bit of a winning streak there, and then we kind of threw it away. But now we got our boy back. Kuzi is back. So first period, 1-0 Calgary. That's never any good. Second period, 2-0 fucking Calgary. Who's pissed now? Third period, 2-1. Patty Mick gets one back for us, but another harsh freaking loss. We are in the number one wild card spot. Patrick McDonald with 60 points on the season. We're going to say advanced day. We probably lost locker room chemistry. I would imagine, yes, we did. You know what? We're going to go with it for just fuck off. We're going to go with it for just one more game. We're going to see how we make out. Man. And then, we're going to go from there. So this episode is running a little long. I don't really mind so much. First period, 1-0 in Kuzi. Welcome back, buddy. Second period, 2-1. Brendan Lemieux scores. And in the third period, 3-2. It's a victory. Patty Mick with a beauty goal. So it's Kuzi with his 19th by Pajot and Jones. Brendan Lemieux by Jamel Smith and Torrey Krug. And then Patty Mick by Teravainen and Kuznetsov. Can Patrick McDonald hit 50 goals this season? I think he can. And Eric goddamn Gustafsson is gone until March 1st. It is February 23rd, so he's another one who's just going to miss a week, baby. Everyone should be getting nice and freaking happy, especially someone like Snuggerud, who's going to be playing probably up from 13 minutes a night up to 18 minutes a night. So that could be really big for his morale, everything like that. So first period, 2-2. Virtanen and Kapanen, two guys that do not score a lot of goals. But Otip and Trocheck, they get goals on us as well. So second period, 4-3, we go ahead. And in the third, it's a 6-5 loss in the third period. We gave up 3 goals in the goddamn third. Kapanen with his 10th by Jamel Smith and Teravainen. Jake Virtanen with his 9th by Nate Schmidt and Albe Kubel. Matt Siemens with his 29th by Jones and JG Pajot. Kuzi with his 20th by Patty Mick and Teuvo Teravainen. So Kuzi, Teuvo, Patty Mick, absolutely out of control how good that line is. So we have a record currently. We have a record of 33, 22, and 5. Still a pretty decent record. I don't care. I'm not making lots of trades right now. Oh man, we're 7 points out. Jesus. All right, so we are 7 points out of that third place spot. We want to get away from being a wild card team. So first period against Vegas, we're down 1-0. Second period, we're up 2-1. Snuggerud and Kuzi, there you go. And in the third, 4-1 victory. Aube Kubel gets one, and Seth Jones gets an empty netter. That 1-2 defense on our team is so powerful, man. And Zach Bogosian gets a point. I love it. Snuggerud with his 7th of the year. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe Nick Aube Kubel has 16 goals this season. And now we got one more game to go. Yeah. One more game to go, and then we're going to be able to put Eric Gustafsson back on the ice. Come on now. Or was this it? Ooh, I don't know. Something tells me his injury expired like today, March 1st. Okay, so we can simulate this game with the lineup we currently have. Jesus. So we can get through this game, and then we immediately gotta put freaking Eric Gustafsson back in our lineup. And then we're gonna look at our stats, and we're gonna call it a day for this one. Oh, man. So, first period, 3-1 we're up. Holy crap. Blippy, Maddie Seed, and Patty Mick making her happen with Corpy in net. Second period, 6-1. Jake Virtanen gets 2, and Patty Mick scores on Mad Sogard. Holy crap. And in the third, it's a 7-3 victory. Patty Mick with the dagger. Holy. So Patty Mick with his 40th by Teravainen and Kapanen. Matty Seed with his 30th by Kapanen and Patty Mick. Blippy by Matt Siemens and Kapanen. Kapanen's having a hell of a game. Patty Mick with his 41st by Teravainen and Krug. Virtanen with his 10th by Pajot and Schmidt. And his 11th by Patty Mick, who had a crazy game. And Patty Mick by Krug and Teravainen. So a 5-point game, including a hat trick for Patrick McDonald. And fucking Kuzi's out again. Oh my goodness, dude. So he's recovered. What I need to remember for the next episode, though, is what I need to remember for the next episode of this franchise mode is that Gino Kuznetsov says pending evaluation, but he had said he was going to be out for about a week. So he's, oh shit, didn't mean to hit that. Fuck off. Go away. Stupid, unresponsive fucking menu screens. All right, so first things last, we're going to take a peek and see how our team is doing. I mean, clearly, you know, Patrick McDonald has kind of taken over this team. The 20-year-old guy here, 67 career goals. Could he go for Gretzky's record? If we play our cards right, could he do it, dude? Could he? I don't know. I mean, we took him 2nd overall. He's about as fast as they come. Kuzi's right behind him, but he's missed a couple of games. Teravainen missed a few. He's doing terrific as well. What do we got him for? This is the last season. I can't remember if we offered him a contract extension. Look at that. Seth Jones, 6 years at 10.4. 48 points on the season for Mr. Matt Siemens, who did grow again. I would love to get him on our top line eventually. I said the future Matt Siemens. When this series first started, I called him the future. And we got him for 4 years at 2.8. Jesus, that's mental. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was last year. He had an absolute breakout season last year. Tyler Seguin is 90 fucking points. Holy crap, dude. Oh my God, look at this. Tyler Seguin. I don't know what it is about Tyler Seguin. In this game, they always make him just impossibly good, you know? Oh my God, it's like he hits 100 points every goddamn year in this game. I don't get it. Pasta, I get that. Tavares, sure. Marchand, yeah. O'Reilly, okay, yeah. Gino, probably not. Patrick McDonald with the Halifax Buccaneers, 42 goals, 25 assists. Aiden Nouse with the New York Rangers. He was taken 2nd overall 2 years ago, the playmaking right winger who has 58 points this season. Played 30 games in his rookie year last season. I think that technically counts as his rookie year because he played, 29 games or more? Something like that. It's 29 games or it's 30 games or more. Something like that. So that does count as his rookie year. And this year, the guy's damn near a point per game player, you know? And can struggle with professionalism. It's like, I wouldn't mind getting someone like an Aiden Nouse on this team, but I don't know. Anyway, so then we move on to Ethan Bryant, the 13th overall pick 4 years ago by the Chicago Blackhawks. He is all around. If you look at his stats, like his attributes and stuff, top to bottom, he is one of the most solid top to bottom players in the NHL. They signed him to a bridge deal, $3.1 million a year for 2 years. Might be a goddamn steal. He has been very effective since the minute he came into the NHL. He had a 45-point rookie year, followed by a 50-point sophomore year, 66 last year, and it's looking very much like he's going to smash 60 points again this year. And it's looking like he went to medium elite. I think he was low elite, and he already made the jump to medium elite. Darren Mcdonald for the Washington Capitals, the 21-year-old freaking right-wing playmaker. He's got 49 points for the Caps this year, the 3rd overall pick in the Patrick McDonald draft. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get them both. I wasn't able to, but that's fine. Darren Mcdonald, you look at that speed, though. That speed is brutal, man, and they got him for 2 more years. One more year after this year on his rookie contract. He's another one in his 2nd season in the National Hockey League, not doing quite as well as Patrick McDonald. Then we look at Cameron McDonald, the high top 6 forward, Maple Leafs prospect, who is now 83 overall. He's 23 years old. Good old-fashioned Snipezilla here. Does not fit on our team. 2 years, $2 million a year is what they're paying him right now. He has never eclipsed 35 points in a season, but he has hit 27 goals twice now. And this year for the Leafs, he's having a real down year, but they're still only playing him on that 3rd line. The only problem with him wanting to go to, the Toronto Maple Leafs is the fact that the Toronto Maple Leafs don't really have any space. Like in the top 6, it's very hard to find space in that organization. So then we look at Dave Finley for the Florida Panthers. He was drafted 8th overall in 2020 by myself and us, I guess, the Halifax Buccaneers people. And he just did not fit on our team. He's in the final year of his rookie contract. For Halifax, in his rookie year, he had 47 points, looked very good. 2nd season was not getting it done. We had to move on, send him to Florida, where he has done a little bit better. Did a little bit better for the end of the season. Ended his 2nd year with only 23 points. And so far this year, it's looking like he's probably going to hit about 45 to 50, which is pretty damn good. And then he is going to be signing his first major contract. Hopefully he can keep it up and keep going. Otherwise, he might even be kind of looked at as a one-hit wonder, Nail Yakupov type of guy, except he wasn't taken 1st overall, right? Oliver Dupuis is high top 9 forward. Something tells me he wasn't high top 9 forward. When I made him, he became that. He was drafted by myself, 7th overall in the 2021 draft. He is playing in Rimouski, where he is actually doing pretty darn well. That first year, this is his 4th year in Rimouski. And he is doing better this year than he did last year. Last year, he actually had a major step down kind of season. All right, so now we'll quickly look at our goaltenders, where we have Rock Mantha and Ryan Chisholm. Ryan Chisholm, as we've seen before, having a decent enough season, it's passable. And Rock Mantha, we took him 30th overall in the 2020 draft, and I would say even as early as next season, he might be able to make the leap and become our backup goaltender. I really do think Mantha and Chisholm, that could be our 1-2 tandem for a year or two, until Rock Mantha eclipses that backup potential. And then we just have a very difficult decision to make, and that decision is going to be, which one of these guys are we going to stick with moving forward? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I really, truly did, guys. And in the next episode, which will be coming very, very soon, we are going to get to the end of the season. Now, I have other series that I'm doing, obviously, the Burton Lewis Be a Pro series. I am doing that on Twitch live. Every episode is going to be live on Twitch, so check that description. I'm sure none of you've made it this far. Check the links in the description to find my Twitch, where you can watch me play the Burton Lewis Be a Pro Series live. It's a lot of fun. We just hang out, shoot the shit, play some damn hockey. It's a good time. As I'm saying that right now, we are about to start round 2 of the playoffs. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the goddamn time, my crazy peoples. And until next time, have a good one.